Your book product page on Amazon is just going to show your book cover, the title, a description, maybe some A+ content, and hopefully you have reviews on your book. That's it. But no one's actually picked it up, felt it, looked through the pages, and most authors never even think about that gap, and it could be costing them sales. Here's why. People love to consume video more than ever. Think about it. You're watching this video right now. And research consistently shows that shoppers engage more with video content because it helps them understand what they're buying. It also helps them build trust and keeps them on a product page longer. Now, if you just have a simple static image, that shows somebody what your book looks like. But a video helps your reader better understand who it's for and what it feels like to own the book. Someone actually flipping through the pages, pointing out the layout, explaining who it's for, that's the kind of thing that turns a potential buyer into an actual buyer. Now, don't get me wrong, traditional reviews are still hugely important. Every review, whether it's 1 sentence or 5 paragraphs, builds credibility. The more positive reviews your book accumulates, the easier it is to convert future buyers to feel comfortable actually purchasing your book. That's why I always encourage authors to build an ARC team and keep generating authentic reviews for your book over the life of it. But here's the catch. It is hard enough getting someone to leave a written review, let alone convincing them to record themselves on camera. Now, most readers probably love your book, but the second that you ask them to film themselves, that's usually where it ends. So while video reviews are incredibly valuable, they are also nearly impossible to get from regular customers. And that exactly is the gap that the Amazon Influencer Program fills. Creators approved for the program can actually make what's called a shoppable video. It is a short product demonstration where the influencer physically holds your book, flips through it, talks about who it's for, and gives their honest take. The video lives directly on your Amazon product page and sometimes will show up on other areas of Amazon as well and link straight over to your book listing. So that way shoppers can click through and buy right on the spot. So you might be wondering if this is even allowed. It is. Amazon bans paying customers for reviews, but this isn't a review. It is a sponsored influencer content. It is created through Amazon's own program, and that's completely different. It's fully permitted. Let me show you an example of a shoppable video that I did for one of my community members. Check this out. If you've ever felt like life is harder than it needs to be, then this book might completely change the way you think about it. The Game of Life and How to Play It. This is the 100th anniversary expanded edition that takes Florence Scovel Shinn's timeless teachings and makes them even more practical for today's reader. One of the first things that I noticed was the large print, which makes it incredibly comfortable to read, along with the beautiful layout and artwork throughout. One quote that really stood out to me was, "Most people consider life a battle, but it's not a battle. It is a game." Florence explains that this game can only be played successfully when we understand spiritual law, and she teaches that life is built on the principle of giving and receiving. Throughout the book, you'll also learn about the 3 levels of the mind, the conscious, subconscious, and superconscious, and how each one of those plays a role in shaping your life and your experiences. What makes this anniversary edition especially valuable is that it goes far beyond simply reprinting the original text. Leslie Christine adds thoughtful commentary, guided journal prompts, self-assessments, affirmation challenges, and practical exercises that encourage you to apply these principles instead of just reading about them. So if you're ready to level up your life from the inside out and you're looking for a book that combines spiritual wisdom with actionable self-reflection and personal development, this is the one that I would highly recommend. Now you're probably wondering, how do you find an Amazon influencer? Well, Fiverr is one of the easiest places to start, where plenty of creators there participate in the program and offer shoppable video services for books. Just do your homework, check the reviews, and look at past work and make sure that the style actually matches your book or would be a good fit. Now here's my offer. Throughout the month of July, I am opening this up inside of my community. I am an Amazon influencer myself, and I'll create a shoppable video for your book for just $50, and that includes me purchasing the book as part of the package. This runs through the end of July 2026 only, so if you've been looking for a way to make your listing stand out, this is a low-cost way to give it a try. Click the link below, join the community, and everything that you need is right there in the classroom. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you catch the next one.